everybody, this is Kim and I wanted to show you my Zen Den. I've updated it many times and I haven't done a video on it in at least a couple years, so I wanted to just show you around my little Zen Den space. It's very small. It's the smallest room in the house besides the bathroom, but it is mine. It is my sacred space, but it's also my store and my workspace. So I have to pack a lot in here, but I wanted to show you around and just to let you see a little bit behind the scenes of what my sacred space looks like, how I use it, and also how I utilize it as my workspace. But of course, it would not be the same without Ben. I have the flash on, so his eyes are going to light up there. But he's always in here, and I'm just going to let him stay. He knows where it's at. So my room is really small, and when you walk in, my door is behind me. Oh, I should show you the door. So we'll start this way. Here's my door. That's where I hang my jackets, and I have my bracelets all hung up on this little display here. It makes it easy to grab them, So I look and I'm like, oh, which one do I feel like wearing today? And then I have my essential oil cabinet. This was a spice cabinet that I got for, I think, about $5 at an estate sale. And I love it. It works so great. And because it's behind the door, it doesn't get a whole lot of light. It's really, really perfect. Not a whole lot of light in this room anyway, unfortunately. My little calm spray with essential oils and crystals, which I made a few days ago, and I have to tell you, it is working beautifully. It's a little lighthouse picture my daughter painted for me. And something that I added a few months back were some plants. I had no plants in here because I have no light. I only have one small window, but they seem to be doing okay. I do take them out now and again and put them in the kitchen window so that they can get some great light. But so far, so good. They just need a little bit more TLC. I can't just leave them here. I have to let them out. And but they're doing really well. So I love that. I used to have all boxes and stuff up here. So now it's just plants and my orange satin spar natural giant chunk. Love it. And so this is a desk. It used to be a work desk, but I turned it into just like a nice sacred space area. And I have some crystals on display. I was hoping to paint this thing. It's gray. I wanted to paint it white, but I might just leave it gray. I don't know if I want to ruin that. It was an expensive shelf, this one, so I'm going to keep it this way for now. It works. But I have some crystals on display there. And up here, my giant labradorite, which I absolutely love. My gratitude jar, which I put in things that I'm grateful for. And a little plaque about my grandma, which is really important to me. My beautiful quartz right here. I think it might even be showing us a little rainbow. Some fluorite. Alright, down here I have some amethyst and just a little display of candles. Nice little special area. I used to have more crystal lights, but I sold them at my last sale. The little crystal lights I have in there, I had more. I had them all over here. Ben just hanging out here. Oh, Benny boy. I don't want to show him too much because of the light. There he is. He loves it. He's like taking in the crystal energy. And then something that I did not too long ago was I just put out a basket of palm stones because somebody asked me, do you actually work with your crystals? And I said, I do. I don't use them as much in like body layouts or like major meditations as I used to. I go through phases with that when I feel I really need to. But I do love my palm stones. So every day I will grab a palm stone and sit with a palm stone for a while. So I absolutely love that. And this way they're out and I can just like intuitively pick one. So I really, really like that. Have a couple pictures and my shelf. This was my husband's shelf that I stole a few years back. I mean, borrowed. It was sitting in the basement. But it's a nice display shelf. A lot of these crystals are mostly out for display. I will come along and grab one to touch it or put it in a grid or something, but they're mostly out for display. The ones I work with, like I said, are usually palm stones and smaller ones that I'll put in a pocket in my bra or in my purse or something like along those lines. A lot of the bigger ones I have out on display, or if I'm doing a special project of some kind. Alright, so that's my nice little display. I really love my shelf. And I change out the crystals on there. I also have a hutch in my kitchen that I have larger crystals into. So a lot of times I'll switch them out back and forth. And I also have crystals around the house and different tables and things. And over here is just a lamp and my satin spar lamp, which I absolutely love. I gotta tell you about this lamp. It has mermaids on it. Look at that. How cool is that? And I love the ambiance that it gives. It was my daughter's lamp. She told me a few months ago, she goes, Ma, this lamp you bought me has mermaids on it. I'm like, cool, I want it. So I got her a big girl lamp, and I took the mermaid lamp. I love it. It's a touch lamp. So it's very cool, right? Love it. And I have this gorgeous, this is really one of my favorites. I have this scolecite, and it's not like the most attractive, beautiful looking crystal, but I absolutely love it. And I have it here because it's one that I really like to touch. I mean, you can't really do much with it except hold it, or touch it. It's very big and very heavy, but I do like to run my hand across it. It's just really, really beautiful. And I have my satin spar sphere, and I have my little owl diffuser going right now. Not sure what I have in there, but I like to do that. Keep the room nice and fresh, right, and cleansed. And I have more crystals in these drawers. I know I've shown you these before too. Everything's all labeled. I think this is all quartz. And the bottom drawer is like the browns. Oh, I love it, love it, love it. So then we have my chair. This chair gets moved around. It's my office. Well, my husband has my actual chair because he has his office set up in my living room because of staying at home. But I got a new chair. This is my father's chair. My father's passed for a couple years now. So I got my father's chair from his basement, and I put a nice cover on it. All this blue is a cover, and it came out really cute, and I put my little throw over it, and so now I have a nice chair that I can work in. If I'm sitting at my little desk, I can sit at it, or I can move it on over into the corner. This chair is often in this little corner here, and with my ottoman, this is where I will sit just for 10-15 minutes a day, usually at night. A lot of times when I'm doing the energy healing, the ethereal energy stuff, I'll be sitting in here, right in this little corner. I really like this little corner. It's so peaceful. By the way, I keep bubble wrap in that little ottoman. Got to have storage. This is also my workspace. So over here is a little like working desk area. And I have my computer and some books and some like equipment. What do I have down there? Speakers and things of that nature. Things that are, I want to kind of keep low and out of sight. I don't usually work here that often. This is where I do the orders when I'm like printing out shipping labels and handling orders and whatever. I will sit here, and it's a really nice quiet space, and it works well. So this is where I wrap too. I will sit down and put on some music and do my wrapping. I have my Enjoy the Little Things book that I write in to express things that I am enjoying in life. And this is the new painted shelf. This one used to be like this dark hunter green, and I painted it, and now it's just a really, really calming area. And that's what I wanted for this space. Very calming area. And then I have a place just to stick a lot of little cards and things like that. And, girly things. And this is my one and only little window in here, and it doesn't have much of a view. but at least I could open it and get a little fresh air. My little salt lamp, and a place for my scissors, which is interestingly enough a rose quartz votive holder, but I wasn't using it, so I decided to, hey, I could put pens and stuff in it, so I really like that. Little piece of black tourmaline, and I have crystals in here. Most of you know I keep my crystals in drawers with little you know, little things, little property cards. I couldn't think of the name. So this is how I store all my personal crystals, in all my drawers, and it really works well for me. I store them by color. I have some necklaces hung up on here. You know, a lot of people use these things for keys. Yeah, whenever I'm out shopping, I'm like, what can I use this for my crystals? So I'm going to take a step back. This is a really ginormous closet. A lot of my store is in this closet. So let's see. I'll show you over here. I've showed you this before. This is, I used to have a lot of small stones, and I really don't have as many small stones anymore. So what I did was I put in these gray cubicle things for storage, and it works really, really well. I redid this, so it works. You know, I'm always changing, and I have to change things so it works out for me, you know, in the current situation I'm at. So I really like this. It has a nice calming effect for when I'm working. Okay, these are also personal crystals in here. I'm hoping to get another type of cabinet to store those in, but for now that's where they are. I really like that. Works well for me. And let's see, we're going to close this. Over here, I showed you on Facebook that I painted this this little basket thing too. I have another one I have to paint. It used to be like a basket color, you know, like a dark brown. And so I painted it and added a little bow, and now I have my tuning fork in here, and I think a big shell. Over on this side, this is my shipping area where I have all my shipping stuff, my envelopes, some bubble wrap, and things like that. And my water fountain, I moved it over here. It really helps to keep me calm when I'm doing orders. I absolutely love this. I had it on the other side of the closet, and I wasn't really using it because this side is usually open more, because this is when I'm doing orders. I need to have access to all these things, my tape and my little bags, my free gifts. Every order you get a little free gift. So this really helps. Love it. Ben likes it too. He will come up and check it out. And I was saying I keep all my crystals in drawers, and I have drawers throughout the room. This is all my black crystals. It really makes it easy for me to find things. Love it. And then below here is where I usually have whatever the most current sale or showcase is. When I'm actually having a showcase, those boxes are literally all over the room so that they're easy access, so I can just grab it right away. But this is where I store the most current showcase, or if there's a sale going on. I also have this other closet where the chair was in front of it. So I'll just show you what's in here. This is not like an overly pretty closet, but it's a coat closet. It used to be all coats. I kind of took over the other half, but so it's a coat closet. It has some storage on top, but I just have some extra boxes in here, and some extra like rocks. It's mostly boxes, I think. And then over on the other side, I have some bubble wrap hangers. Like I said, this used to be the coat closet. My light for doing videos, and some more boxes, and some rocks. So it's just a minor storage area that I kind of, when I don't have a place to put something, it usually goes in here. And this is my little cart. This cart gets moved all around too. This is what I use when I'm doing orders. I have little boxes to put all the envelopes in. Really helps keep me organized. So this gets moved around the room a little bit too. That's why I like things on wheels, because I could just move things around. And this is Ben's area. Right, Ben? That's your spot. You have your crystals. Right? You have your blue lace agate and your rose quartz. Yeah, this is Ben's spot. Although the whole room is Ben's spot. Since Ben moved off of here, I can show you this area a little bit more. What do I have over here? So I have, like I said, I have more crystals, my little jar with lights. I really like that. And my little mermaid where I put my rings, because I do like to wear the hematite rings when I go out. And that's where I just plop them when I come home. And let's see. Oh, in here I have, I'm showing you inside. This is where I have my oracle decks, my sage, like extra sage, and let's see, all kinds of incense in these drawers, and some things like that. My lavender. I have some music. Remember the days we used to have, CDs? I have some of that. Oh, that's Ben. My daughter drew that a few years ago. So I do have my cabinet space pretty organized as well. Some more crystals in these drawers. My oranges. I don't have a lot of oranges. And I've showed you these before. I have a whole selenite satin spar drawer. There's a little filing cabinet. Business stuff, so I'm not going to show you that. What's in here? It's kind of a mess. I have some of my books. When I was taking the Hibiscus Moon course, I printed a lot of the stuff out, so I have that in there. And some mats. Yeah, not overly organized, but works for some of the bigger books. And just down there, some boxes. And over here, I have just boxes. This is actually where I keep all little jewelry boxes, little white jewelry boxes. Sometimes you'll get them in your orders. I just have them in all these little boxes in here because there's really no place else to put them. And here I have this pull-out drawer. I know I've shown you this before, where I have some of my purple crystals and my reds. I would like to be able to find drawers for these crystals as well, because I really liked having this as an open space for other things, but for now I have to use it as a drawer, but it works. So that is it. This is my Zen Den sacred space work area. I hope that you enjoyed this little tour. I am going to show a night view later on tonight when I have all my candles, because I do have a lot of battery operated candles, and I'll turn them on. You could just see what it looks like at night. It's really, really cool. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for taking a little peek into my Zen Den sacred space. Do you have a sacred space? Let me know in the comments below. I would love to hear about it. And if you're with me on Facebook, please show me a picture or show us a video of your sacred space.